governments, the whole idea of a nation state or government is to bind or regulate the most predatory aspects of where there would be perverse financial incentives. So it'd be very profitable to do crime, extortion, so we're going to make a law not to do it. It would be profitable to cut down all the trees, so we make laws to say, no, we're protecting state parks. But as soon as the regulator is supposed to regulate economic interests, but that individual regulator is nowhere near as motivated to be effective at that personally as the economic interest is motivated to break their ability to be effective at it. This is the libertarian public choice critique of this kind of liberal democracy structure, representative liberal democracy. Then you end up getting a situation where market forces capture the regulating forces through campaign financing, through paying all the lobbyists, through getting compromising information on representatives, through whatever, right? They capture them and then have them actually serve their interest. And now you don't even have the checking forces of market competition because you actually have the regulator doing the opposite of regulation. Because obviously the regulator will always be something that we want to try and capture in market dynamics if you can. So it's important to see all the places where the idea of the thing, right? The idea of what a healthy market would be and what a healthy constitutional republic would be and how they would work together. You'll see, like in this nation, the founding fathers said again and again things like, this system only works with a comprehensively educated public that understands the history of what governance systems failed and which ones succeeded and why, so that they don't get compelled into those things. It is educated enough to not be susceptible to propaganda, that if you don't actively engage yourself in civics, you're consenting de facto to be ruled, on and on. There's quotes, founding father quotes. I think this one is Jefferson. If I could either have perfect news and a trash government, or I could have perfect government and trash news, I'd take perfect news, right? Because if people were comprehensively educated, they could reform government, not the other way around.
Yeah.
So we don't have that. And so what you can see is that internal vested interest forces cause predation to the structures that were designed to be the best structures they could be. And so we've had radical institutional decay to where markets incentivize predation and extraction more than they incentivize meaningful production of the things that most matter. And representatives don't represent the people, they represent the financial interests that get them in place, and governments don't govern for the good of the whole. They pay attention to what will get them reelected on 4-year term cycles and how they figure out to make a lot of money on a very small salary and blah, blah, blah.